1st, 2024, and welcome to today's report about a dam.
This dam is in order to avoid the inhabitants' immigration that caused by permanent drought. These products that come from these lands and trees could cover the primary needs of local families that we can with the presence of water. And it meant to be built quite naturally with natural stones and also natural soil.
1st, 2024, and welcome to today's report about a dam in a remote area of Afghanistan with me from this channel. In today's report, I'm going to cover three important topics about this dam. First, why do we build this dam? What's the purpose and necessity? Second, how this dam is being built. And finally, I'll state a message to all helpful organizations and charities from all over the world who are willing to support life in any corner of this beautiful world.
To build this dam is in order to avoid the inhabitants' immigration that caused by permanent drought. And this has been for years that the inhabitants of this area have been struggling with severe shortage of water in this area, which have had a negative effect on people's life in general, especially farmers that deal with water the most. This negative effect is not only on people's economy, but also on their daily routines, especially during the hot and dry seasons. It is even hard to find water to drink or to use for primary needs. A strong shortage of water in this area could not support life here any longer, and the people and inhabitants in this area are willing and are compelled to move in to other places. But this does not seem a fundamental solution for all of us, and based on the condition and situation that we witness here, the solution is to build a water dam in order to store water during the rainy and snowy seasons and to use it in the other seasons. Secondly, this dam provides enough water to use in cultivation and agriculture. There are over 200 families that live in this area, and the majority of them possess agricultural lands and farmlands to grow different kinds of seeds, such as wheat, beans, peas, and different kinds of vegetables and fruits. That in the very first step, these products that come from these lands and trees could cover the primary needs of local families and save money. But unfortunately, as you witness in the show, the hidden fact inside these dry lands and fruitless trees represent the opposite side of this fact. The dry lands that you witnessed in this show, with the presence of water, its owner could grow different kinds of seeds, fruits, and vegetables on it and make a sufficient amount of money from it, and also they can provide the primary needs of their families. But nowadays, because of lack of water, there isn't a sign of agricultural activities in this area. And also, the fruitless trees that you witness in this show, we called all these almonds, and it produce and generate a special harvest that's very valuable and expensive and plays a vital role in the economy of the local markets. But unluckily, permanent drought and lack of water has deprived us all from agricultural activities and almost decreased the amount of harvest to zero the farmers could make in these lands. And also, you can see in the other side, these are also trees that we can, with the presence of water, they can make a special harvest for the inhabitants of this area. But now they are fruitless because we don't have because the inhabitants of these areas suffer from a dryness and permanent drought in this area, and they don't have any harvest that we can give advantage out of them, or to sell in local markets, or to use for our primary needs that we have. As it can be seen, this public project already has been started, and it meant to be built quite naturally with natural stones and also natural soil. The height of this dam is about 20 meters, and the latitude or width is about 40 meters. And as it can be seen in the show, this is the outer part of this dam that is completely natural stones used here, and the rest for the front of this dam is filled with natural soil, and we hope that it stay constant against natural events such as floods and other cases.
This is the previous dam that water was being stored here, and because it is not big enough and can't meet the demand here, we are planning to build a bigger one. Now it is the second day of the spring here, and this is the amount of water that flows here during the winter and spring season, but it completely stops in the summer when water is needed the most. So we are planning that if we could store this amount of water in the two first seasons in a dam, for sure we have enough water to use in the summer and dry seasons for both agriculture and also in our daily lives. And as you can see that now we are here and we want to talk to local people about the benefits and the advantage of this dam. آجی صاحب سلام بر شما، خوبین؟
علیکم سلام و رحمت الله. شکر الحمدلله، شما خوبین؟ سلامتین؟
تشکر، زنده باشین. آجی صاحب این بند به چه هدف و به چه منظور ساخته میشه؟ What is the purpose of this dam?
این بند به خاطر از اینکه مردم ها مدت 2 سال میشه که کشت زراعت نکرده است، خشکاوی آمده روی مردم. علمی آبی که از این کوهاک پایین میشه اینا در منطقه نمیرسه. یعنی مردم تصمیم گرفتن که نمینجا گاوبند بزنن، یک ذخیره آب جور کنه که تا امو کشت و زراعت، حتی امو درخت های مثمر غیر مثمر انمال دال خطره. کشت و زراعت هم مدت 2.5 سال 3 سال میشه که مردم کشت و زراعت ندارن. با مو خاطر کمی مردم امو درخت ها و کشت هایش نو زندهش نمیر کشت و زراعت کنه بخشی نمزی مردم امیر زحمت میکشن تا امیر در جای برسه.
He claims that we are planning to build this dam in order because in the recent years we have been facing with so many problems in this area, especially lack of water. And with the permanent famine and lack of water, we couldn't do any agricultural activities in this area. And now we are planning to build this dam in order to store water during the rainy and snowy seasons, in order to use this water in agriculture and also in daily use during the dry and hot seasons. And it is a good help and very beneficial for the local families that live in this area. And if they could do agricultural activities in this area, of course they can provide their primary needs from this water that they can store here. آجی صاحب مردم در اینجا با استفاده از آب این بند می توانند چگونه فعالیت‌های زراعتی را انجام بدهند؟ What can they grow in this area?
همه چیزها قابل استفاده هست اگر آب باشد، مثل کچالو و گندم و یک تنها برنج نه، دیگه همه چیز، نخود و مثل لوبیا و همه چیزها را میتونه استفاده کنه.
He claims that we can grow different kinds of seeds in this area, such as wheat, beans, peas, and also different kinds of vegetables and fruits that they can really help us. کربلایی صاحب سلام به شما، خوبین؟
علیکم السلام و رحمت الله. الحمدلله، شما خوبین انشالله؟
تشکر، زنده باشین. کربلایی صاحب فایده اقتصادی این بند برای مردم چی میتونه باشه؟ What's the economical benefit of this dam?
فایده اقتصادی ازی خیلی زیاده که جور شنه. انشالله ازی خیلی بهره های خیلی زیاد میتونه مردم ببره و این بنا مثلا با اون مسافه که بنای که جور شنه و خیلی از مردم ازی استفاده مبره و اقتصاد مردم خوب میشه. خیلی فایده زیاد داره.
He also claims that there are so many economical benefit in this dam that if we could complete this dam, in the first step we can use its water in agriculture, and secondly here we can have a good engagement. The farmers, especially the farmers, they can have a good engagement with their lands to grow different kinds of seeds, and at least they can provide their primary needs from their lands that they grow different kinds of seeds here. And finally, we all, the people that you see here, we have a message to you all, helpful and humanitarian organization from around the world, charities and individuals, to give us a hand to complete this public project. Otherwise, by ourselves, we can't complete this public project because the majority of people here live in poverty,
And the only thing that once we could do was to afford a small amount of money to bring the machine here and start this public project. And the rest we are looking forward to you to give us a hand and help us and support us to complete this public project. We are the same mankind, and as long as we share one planet, and we accept to support and help each other, of course we could survive. Thanks from your attention.